Welcome to Fiberman, and today I want to talk about numbness. Numbness in the hands. Now, a few years ago I had an operation on my hands for Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. It was several years ago now, actually, here in France, and it was very good, you know. It got rid of all my numbness, got rid of my tingling at night, where I had to dangle my hands outside the bed and stuff. It went away. Once I had the operations on both hands, got a little scar there and a little scar there. And the carpal tunnel's literally, it's like a bone and where your nerves and tendons go through in both your hands. And what happens is, scar tissue, as a manual worker, builds up around the carpal tunnel and puts pressure on the nerves, especially when the tendons swell up at night times when they heal. And of course, there's numbness and tingling, pins and needles in your fingers, and it wakes you up. And you just wake you up. It's excruciating. I tell you, it's not right nightmare. Well, the last few weeks, I've noticed it's returning. Now, I had this about a year or two ago as well, when I thought, crikey, it's on its way back again. So they sent me up to the clinic here in France to have another test. And they tested me for Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. They basically put these probes in, your electrical probes, and they basically put electric shocks through, and they see how your nerves are reacting to these shocks. It's a bit, how do you put it? It's a little uncomfortable. But, so anyway, the result of that was negative. I did not have carpal tunnel. So I thought, oh, what's causing that? And that was one of my realisations that maybe there was something else going on. And it all built up to this point here. We've got, that I got this fibromyalgia. Now, I notice that I have more problems if I exert myself, regarding my muscle pains and what have you. The same with my hands. If I do anything that's potentially an RSI, repetitive strain injury, using hand tools and stuff like that, I notice that my hands are worse. Now, I can't say definitively if it's the carpal tunnel or whether it is the fibromyalgia, but it does make me curious. It could be the fibromyalgia. That's it's my body's response and how my body's reacting to this nerve condition, because it's pretty much what carpal tunnel is. So I think there's a correlation there between how I'm responding to the RSI and fibromyalgia. I think there is a connection, because when you consider that fibromyalgia is effectively a nerve-related issue, and how your body's responding to the information it's getting from the nerves and through up to the vagus nerve and that as well, into the brain, and is it just making everything worse, including the RSI? Now, we all know that if we do exert ourselves sometimes, I don't mean general exercise where you're doing it in a managed way, but like, for instance, you're loading something up and what have you, you basically overdo it a bit, and you flip the following day and you think, crikey, it's not just muscle pain that you'd expect because your muscles are healing, it's more excruciating than that, because, well, fibromyalgia, what it does, it basically amplifies your pain in the way that the pain receptors receives that information, sends it to the brain, so it feels like it's worse than what it really is. I hope the audio's okay, because it's a bit breezy today. But it makes me curious. It makes me want to know more what is going on. Now, I have learned quite a bit, and I've read loads of different studies and stuff from fibromyalgia and how people have their symptoms as well, and how they've been reacting to it. And all these case studies where they have, models of, they have groups of people, they do all these tests and stuff. But it's interesting, but also quite difficult to come up with any conclusion, anything that's sort of infinitive, because all little bits of information, none of it really correlates, because everyone seems to suffer differently. You might have people that obviously have similar conditions and similar responses, pain response to, with fibromyalgia, but there'd be another group be totally different. It's an odd one, isn't it, really? It really is an odd one. Yeah. Well, what I wanted to ask you was, do you or anyone you know have carpal tunnel and fibromyalgia together? Please leave in the comments down below. Toodaloo.